There we go. How you guys doing? Today, I'm taking over this channel. We're gonna do some Lyonesse the Repanse. Well, actually the Repanse the Lyonesse, but I'm nervous, so I said that wrong. So we're gonna do some Mortal Empires.
I am Tyrion.
All gonna be fancy. I've been looking forward to this one. I haven't tried this one. We tried Malice, and we tried Snitch as well. Now it's time for Repanse. We're all doing fantastic. Of course, I go with my rainbow gnome. I mean, Crimson, that's just how life is, though. So, everybody from my channel, you guys are doing fantastic. Everybody new, hope you guys are doing fantastic as well. Let's get into this. Alright, Mortal Empires, see the new turn times. Check it out here. Control +3 for all promises, upkeep -50 for heroes. Maybe some paladin spam, I feel. Melee defense +8 for questing knights. Pretty strong though. Just for anti-infantry, which we'll definitely be needing over here, versus the infantry papier-mâché soldiers of Ancient Nehekara. Diplomatic relations minus everything that is undead. Almost, except for, you know, well, yeah. Start with knights and questing vows. Chivalry +10, physical resistance +5 for all peasant units, leadership +5 for all peasant units, and Halo of Maidenly Wrath, which is basically just a blinding explosion, which is pretty cool. Try that out. Worth following factions. Yeah, legendary, that's definitely a thing. 100%. So, you guys, yeah, hope you guys are as hype as me for this one. So, I'm not in charge, like, I don't work for CA, so I don't have their PC. I'm sitting at my place in a different country, just taking over the channel. So, right now, this is run on a i9 9900 KF.
The clarion calls, my lady, and the masses flock to your banner once more. Make haste in these scorched sands, and stride forth in the name of chivalry.
Name of
the
chivalry.
Nearby dunes are tainted by the scourge of the vampires. For all that is good and holy, drive the creatures of the night from these lands. The great deserts sap the strength of even the hardiest men. Should you seek shelter in the mountains, you may find the stubborn dwarfs sympathetic to our cause. The ancient undead kings of this land constantly bicker with one another. You may decide to rid these lands of their foul taint. But joining this conflict may gain you unwanted favor from these unholy creatures. Go now, Demoiselle de Guerre. Lead the Chevalier forth in the name of the Lady, and let your errantry war be written in glory.
Nice. So, Errantry Confederation. Many knight journey far to a foreign land in search of noble cause. Confederate them under one banner and aiding them in defeating those that taint and defile these southern lands. Desert Thirst. Desert Thirst preys upon those who desire the conquest of these lands in the Lady's blessed name. Combat this by garrison your army so that they take on water supplies before venturing into the desert. And preventing attrition caused by dehydration and desertion. Well, desert desertion. I think that's pretty fun. Yeah, it's always legendary when I play. Wows and Thralls, pledging themselves to all that is pure and good. Lords and ladies can adopt Wows and Thralls of Bretonnia to seek out the Grail or serve the Lady. Chivalry, well, it's the same as it usually is. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'm guessing some of you guys have actually played Bretonnia before. Basically, we want to fill up this meter right here. The quest is to get 800 chivalry at first. And yeah, that's going to take a little while, very likely. So let's go and kill off Henrik here, straight off the bat. With Strigoi, and Strigois are pretty goddamn tough on legendary. Froth, what is that? I don't know.
Have heart. Isn't
Something that horses eat out of, isn't it? So the real dangers here, I feel, it's like these really fancy cairn rates, the Black Knights, and the Strigoi are probably going to be the toughest ones. I'm not really that scared of the Grave Guards though, but these guys are anti-large, that's good. I think the Hailbards on this side as well. Move these guys a little bit backwards, these guys a little bit more like that. Because, by experience, these guys don't do that well with 20 melee defense.
Ready for battle! Squires! Hold man!
So we'll try to intercept those dudes first, and then we'll just see where that leads us afterwards. Yeah.
Chevaliers ready?
The models for these dudes are pretty cool. Well, this is mostly a Grail Guardian dude, or Grail Knights, but still looks pretty cool. Her model is goddamn gorgeous though. Look at that, big sword and everything. Capital letters, yeah, but most people write it like that. Cool.
Field Trebuchet!
Field Trebuchet, or Tree Bucket as I would like to say it, because I like to say it wrong. My waifu. Yeah, see, you can just print that out, put it on a pillow. That's some ideas for you guys over there at Creative Assembly. Just Repanse, Isabella body pillows. It's like printing money.
For the lady!
Yeah, these guys will do. We can get like a couple of these knights. Ooh, no, they're moving over there. That's not at all what I had planned.
Knights of the Ring! Spearmen at arms! Battle ready! Questing knights! Moving a base!
They can still hold there, because they are spearmen. It's gonna take a little while here to get these guys into position instead. We have to change these guys. Carl France pillows. I mean, that's an untapped market if I ever seen one. These guys maybe take out the cairn rates. Did we manage to get the charge? Yeah, we did. Nice.
Ready for battle! Armed and ready! Righteous fury! We serve our liege!
Direct my blade.
And this one should actually do some magic damage there as well. I'll have him just murder them, I think. But I think these guys are winning. Yeah, they're winning quite heftily, so that's cool. Or as the Bretonians would say, heftily! Use that one. Explode a little bit. As said, explosion doesn't affect friendly troops. Minus melee attack, accuracy, and melee defense. So we should be shredding these guys now. Hopefully. Not sure what happened to these guys, but sure that should be moving them over there. Now these guys are done, so we'll just move them up here to also go for their backs. Everybody is fighting, some more successfully than others. And we'll just move these guys over here as well. March in there. Horses against spearmen, never like a super good idea, but at a certain point you just, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Which is do horses versus spearmen. These guys out of there again. Them as well.
Ready for battle! Spearman at arms!
The lady's command.
And we'll just move a little bit more and go right into that again. Nice. Nice. Merple, good to see you. Good to see all of you guys that I usually see in my channel. I do stream over at NerdRageFitness usually. But today, it's on the Total War channel.
Field Trebuchet!
Command me. Charge!
Questing Knights!
Questing Knights are doing pretty well, but we have to get them out of there. Especially these dudes though, they're not doing well at all. The Strigoi, I can't really hurt. He's just too strong, honestly. So, Sun Tzu writes in the Art of War that if something is too strong on the battlefield and you can't really handle that, just ignore it and kill everything else. And that's basically what we're supposed to do. It's just simply Total War. No, can't see people in chat. I don't know. I think they're doing something cool today, and that's why I'm taking the channel. It's basically being in someone's fancy house while they're away for the weekend because somebody has to watch the dog. Foot squires aren't doing super well. It is the cavalry that's definitely doing most of the work. Total War says maybe. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're there. Nice. There we go. Easy peasy. Boring nerd stuff. Alright, cool. We have the loot there. We have the experience. Gonna do the ransom captives.
Freedom can be bought.
No, we can't sacrifice even the smallest amounts of chivalry, can we? What kind of chivalric knight would we be then?
The Lyonesse.
Cool. Okay, we also get this special building, which is pretty cool. Start with 150 income, growth 10, and you get knight errants straight away. And later on you get no knight errants, but you do get more income. Okay. I wonder if when we upgrade that, that'll be different. Alright. Just gonna recruit a lord here as well. Since these guys do not actually have any supply lines, most of the time it's better to have a lord than to have an actual, you know, whatever else. Honestly, like what peasant can even compare to a lord? How many peasants would you have instead of a lord? If you're asking as a Bretonian, 100, 200, 300, 500? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Right? Better just have more lords. One lord is more than probably all the peasants. Almost. You still need somebody to tend the field, but close to it anyway. Armor for lords and heroes would probably be pretty good here straight away. Weapons for lords and heroes as well. Or we can always take being better versus Tomb Kings, which we will probably need eventually. But I do think that one of these would be better. I don't really care about these things right now because action cost and success chance, I'm not going to use them for that, so it doesn't matter for me. I might as well go for let's take melee defense. That's where it's at. Melee defense is, according to me, the second best melee stat in the game, except for ward save.
Repanse.
Oh yeah, we can't actually ambush without having fancy chivalry minuses. Otherwise, I always ambush if I can. Check out them turn times. This is Mortal Empires. That's the patch we want to see. Would be correct instead of Jack's the ale. Yeah, I can't. I don't speak French.
Yes.
Really. Or live. This is coming out tomorrow. So we have some early access here. Shorn. Alright. Own entirely of one province. Okie dokie then. Where could we move where we're not getting any attrition?
The heat is cruel.
Is this that thirst that we were talking about? Where can we see the thirst though? Failure to prepare is preparing to fail. There's army take on water supplies every time they enter settlement. Garrison your forces to grant them immunity from death attrition for 5 turns. Okie dokie then. That's what we're gonna do then. So it's just gonna be bigger fights here, I guess. And that's fine. Let's just have a little bit more. Well, another knight errant, another spirit arms, and what else can we actually afford? We can afford like a couple of spearmen at arms though. Let's just go for that. Should probably have upgraded this one as well, but hindsight is always 20/20, isn't it?
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
I didn't misclick. He's scouting. Don't worry. But the turn times.
In the lady's name.
God damn fast. 2020 is next year. Touche. I know that's French. So we kind of want to get replenishment here at the same time as well.
Such a thing is impossible.
But we're probably just going to get it like this instead. Because we have 196 gold that we need to spend. So maybe some spearmen at arms, or maybe another knight errant. Probably not another knight errant.
My reputation precedes me. Pious, lord, and hero.
We'll get it. I always feel like my generation is like 2020. Everybody knows that that's, you know, just in a month. But at the same time, 1980 is like 20 years ago.
Protector of the realm.
What news?
Weirdly enough. Here's a really cool thing. This legendary paladin gets a hippogriff, and that is really goddamn cool actually. That is so good. Also gets chainmail, armor, and melee defense. Maw-slayer, bonus for large and weapon strength. Bannerman, weapon strength for well, basically everything that's manned, and charge bonus as well for the army, which is super duper good. We're gonna take training for now though, because I really like that. That's like in what is it, like 30-40 turn to get like a free level basically. You just keep on going those. Something like that. Well, they're seemingly somewhat happy, and that's all that really matters to me. These are both trying to get more stuff, but they have 7 plus 5. And we do have 16, so we should actually be able to do this one pretty fast, I hope.
I pray for cooler climes.
I will indulge you.
Our force march stance on this one. Maybe they will take him and kill him off, but he will have died doing what I love. So, well, that's actually not sacrificing paladins, but it's all cool. I see you're doing it like that. That's fine, actually. We're not getting him with us, but this should be all right to do.
May the lady guide.
Still pray 1 hour each day. That's a little bit of one of those less known lores about the Skaven. The Skaven have mass every day, right? It's like an hour or something like that, because it's only mentioned in the army books. In all the Thankful books and everything else that I've ever read, they never mention that ever. Which is weird, but in the army books, clearly states they have an hour of mass every day. Digital War Student? Nah, I am definitely not official. They even removed that from the title of the, you know, official channel. Let's have it like this. This should be fine.
Defenders of the realm.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
There we go. Should be Binarino.
Peasant bowman.
Nice. So I'm just being here today because the real Total War, we're busy today. And I was lucky enough to take over the channel instead. The god loves them. In collective sense, I mean, yeah. I mean, they probably have to do something like that, because otherwise their god would just, you know, stop existing. Because in the Total War, well, Total War, but in the Warhammer lore, things that don't have believers stop being gods. Simple as that. So having a mass every day just benefits the god quite the bit, because then they don't just, you know, become removed from reality in the worst sense. I should probably go for that big blob right there. That's a cool blob to go for with 3 buckets. Nice. Still yes? No, I'm not gonna do... usually we do a little bit more musical battles, but I don't really want to jeopardize this channel and get VODs muted and stuff like that, since it's, you know, it's not a partner channel, it's a verified channel, so that can be a little bit of a hassle, I imagine. Mostly zombies though, I don't know if I care about them. Probably should not be using 3 buckets on those.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
Peasant bowman.
These guys still hurt from the last battle as well, which is good. Silly cairn rates. I'm always having these guys in backup here for when we actually need them. Gonna try to take these guys and use them as an anvil wherever we can. Pizza formation. Why? Because they're gonna slice through the enemy. Is that why? Rubio. Better formation. Or even when it's bad, it's kind of good. There we go, nice.
For the king! Trample them! Write them down!
We can get there. Get a good charge in. Yeah, that was good. It's just zombies anyway. They're just gonna get stuck there for a while. But there shouldn't be anything horrendous anyway. Oh. Doesn't do tons of damage like that. The problems here will still be the Strigoi. Necromancer we can probably get to.
God help us! Shift it!
Silly Billy peasants being scared of everything.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
For my liege! Quick!
Get out of there. These guys definitely getting a run for their money on the Fellbats. These guys out. They're winning, but they're getting bogged down pretty heftily. So that is not good at all.
Take the ground! Going
Gonna have to get them out of combat, which we will eventually.
Command me.
Henry not doing too well. I think he got focused by pretty hefty stuff,
Battle ready.
which isn't that good.
Ready.
With haste!
Get them out.
Peasant woman.
Okay, admittingly, second battle not going as swimmingly as the last one.
With haste.
That's the Necromancer. If we can get Ushor in there,
We serve the king.
that could be pretty cool.
Take the ground!
I think we have to have a little bit of a longer stretch there for get this charge off.
All those. Trample them. Glory calls. Armed and ready.
Possibly.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
We can't have her fighting the Strigoi. The Strigoi is way too strong right now. I think he's just getting caught.
Ready for battle. Noble
Silly Billy Ghouls everywhere.
Shifted.
Back quickly.
Swiftly. Ready. I honor my vow.
Okay. Leadership tanking a little bit. Little bits.
Immediate.
That's fine.
Paladin of Bretonia.
For this nerd. That's in the title.
Bretonia needs me.
At speed!
Run me. Yes.
Okay. Might be a little bit of a
Hastily.
setback in this battle.
Knights errant. God help us.
We could only guess one side here.
Full teeth.
Now, let's actually go for these guys. Crypt Ghouls are really good versus peasants.
Peasant woman. Ever faithful. At once.
I mean, this is actually working out though, because now they're just chasing here, and they can't actually catch them. So we're distracting a big portion of them right there. Pretty good.
Redman.
Fields Trebuchet!
Fire. For the lady. Post haste. Withdraw. At speed.
Might take them off the battlefield whatsoever.
Full man.
See if we can actually get Ushor and maybe, or at least get rid of these guys.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
For the king.
Okay, Henry, you need to leave there.
Go. The lady's fury.
Ah, these peasants.
God help us.
The Lyonesse. I am prepared.
Nice there, Cyclonus.
Get out of here.
Orders.
Okay,
Ready.
some of them are getting back here. That's cool. No, actually, let's get rid of these guys. There
Legged.
not a lot of them there.
As ordered.
Well, them fleeing obviously doesn't help too much. How many did they lose? Not enough. That's how many. So what we have to do for the next one... I should have ambushed stance around there instead. Have him lure them out. Too bad these guys. Were my best anti-large that I had. Now we have mostly anti-infantry.
With the lady's strength.
Well, back to the drawing board. That's fine. Ah, they want to fight that again, eh? Well, I see how it is. I see how it is. What I should have done is actually do the ambush stance and try to lure with him, because then this would have been very, very differently.
Protector of the realm.
But still, this dude had the anti-large as well, which is pretty cool. He is
I await.
exhausted already, but that's just how we're gonna have to live this.
I will go.
Spare man at arms.
The rest are not.
We obey. At say? Doing our duty! Hold steady! Tis done!
As commanded!
March! We are ready!
Well, not a ton of stuff here to help us. Hopefully enough stuff though. Hopefully enough stuff. They're also exhausted. Is this Strigoi army that is actually exhausted? No, it's not. It's the crappier one. Oh, that's kind of feels bad, man. Could run in and actually try to get like 1 or 2 charges in before they even get to us. Start with the man. Yeah. Yeah, she does. Let's first go vampire. Go master necromancer. They're also called ghoul kings because they generate a similar to the Empyreans, the strong ability to control ghouls, direwolves, and wolf bats. So the Strigois are how do you say it? A mistake, basically. They're not supposed to be. What happened was that the first vampire, Neferata, didn't want to invite her brother into the vampire cabal. So he basically stole the recipe and got it wrong. So instead of looking like a vampire, he now looks like a beast instead. Now, the problem with Strigois are that, you know, they can't blend into human society like other vampires can, because a lot of vampires are just hiding in normal, you know, plain sight. They don't live in fancy castles and stuff like that. They just live in, you know, some mansion in the city, while next door, or some other house or whatever, really. Now, the Strigois can't do that. They do have a kinship kind of with ghouls and things like that. Ghouls are drawn to them for some reason. They don't exactly know why, but they are drawn to them. So usually they stay around with them. Now, really cool thing about the Strigois is that all of them are super old. All of them. Because the first Strigoi vampire made a city at Gal Gassan, where you can even the city of Morcaine, where vampires and humans live together, which like symbiotically, everybody knew there were vampires there. Nobody really minded, and they only fed on criminals and enemies and things like that. But Neferata was jealous and got the other vampires to go to war with them and the neighboring nations and all of that. Generally considered a dick move because it was kind of one of the most progressive cities in Warhammer history. Now, they don't really make new Strigois after that. Most of them just live in disgusting swamps and things like that, basically. Mountains and feed on corpses, and they don't want to really create more Strigois. All they do is just sleep for hundreds of years at a time and try to remember the good times in their empire, where things were good and they were regarded as people and not monsters, really. So in a way, they are definitely like some of the saddest creatures in Warhammer.
It shall be done! Hastily! With haste!
They're doomers.
Sure as the fool!
That's an overstatement. But yeah, they don't want to make new Strigois because they know their own suffering.
Ready to fire!
Honor before glory!
For justice! You are done!
Bundle ready! Cut them down!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Questing knights! Moving at base!
We can get these guys out of there to get another charge in.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Swiftly! Close!
Men of Bretonia! Shift it! Archers! Aye!
As you say,
Die, fiends!
faith is my armor!
See if we can save him. The Strigoi is out on him, so I doubt it. I was gonna say, seconds before he goddamn died.
We go!
Withdraw!
Strigoi's very tough.
Knights errant! Hastily! Moving at base!
Come on. Ghoul Kings. Well, Ghoul, Crypt Ghouls, Skeletons, die.
Armored in faith!
She's not exactly losing health, but she's not exactly doing well either, is she?
Peasant bowmen!
Ready for battle! Ready for battle! Immediately!
It's fine.
Full tilt!
The lady awaits! No hesitation! Justice awaits!
Take the ground! At once! With haste! For the king!
Jesus.
Repanse de Lyonesse! At once!
As long as we murder enough of them here.
Repanse de Lyonesse! Yes!
Can I guess this really cool thing there?
As ordered!
Blind them a little bit. Hopefully.
Charge! No, my strength!
I really try the campaigns before I try them on the official Total War channel.
As commanded! I will go!
Get out of there. If we can.
Knights errant! Post haste! Battle ready! Awaiting orders!
He's doing pretty well though.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
At speed! Immediately! Swiftly!
There's still a lot of them left,
Fury!
Attack!
but
The Lyonesse! Justice awaits!
yeah, we can actually lure away the Strigoi there maybe.
Yes!
Come on,
Now! No hesitation!
Questing knights!
go for it.
Post haste!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
We are ready!
The lady's fury! Direct my blade!
Questing knights!
We'll probably try to get more stuff before we try to get these guys.
What do
It's
you
fine.
need? Lord of Bretonia!
I move!
Ready for battle!
Clear out! Repanse de Lyonesse!
We can get him with Shorin.
Ready for the charge, knights!
Maybe it will be better, but
Ready! We go!
we can't stay there. I think the Strigoi will actually murder her in one hit now,
We are
which is definitely not a good thing.
I am prepared! With fury!
questing knights! Withdraw!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
We got so many of them there, but that's fine. That's fine. Need to see us tomorrow. Now, I'm not gonna restart this. I'm just gonna keep on going here up until we manage. Even though our army got wiped slightly, ever so slightly. We're just gonna make new ones. We're gonna make them better. With more horses and whatnot. Should have done this as well. Check out actual diplomacy.
Welcome to
Trade with me.
fair Bretonia.
I will not.
Military? No, nothing. Okay, cool.
The
Lyonesse,
lady grants
you don't want anything to do with us either.
welcome, friends. Let's
Maybe
hope
military access with these guys. We already have non-aggression packs though. They will move upwards, so that should be fine eventually. Oh, you know what? This is something we should do.
Lord of Bretonia, welcome to fair Bretonia.
You guys join there?
Impudent whelp.
You guys join for anything? Nah.
I am no.
We would have done that last turn, then
Honor
maybe
the
we could have
laws of
managed to do
chivalry
something.
demand, I hear you.
I will join your war with Mousleon for that. And Katik. Oof, Katik. That might not
Do
be
you know
something
who
that you
I
actually
am?
want to do.
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
They're already busy with Arcan. I see. So then, I really like these guys early game.
Protector of the realm.
Obviously magic could have worked as well, pretty well, but how well, I wonder. I'm just worried about these beastmen now, just standing there. Man, Legendary is rough sometimes in new campaigns. But now, what we learn now is how the water mechanic works, and that's fine. That's pretty goddamn fine. We don't have a lot of other stuff now. We hardly even can afford these guys. And she is gone for 3 more turns, same with him. I think with these guys and the garrison, we should be able to handle the beastmen unless they run away. Problem is that if they don't exactly run away, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Can also do this just because. Joust, stoicism. Joust.
Protector of the realm.
For Bretonia.
We're worn out. You're a beastman. So this is how we farm. Sacrifice their fatigue for that movement bonus. Nah, they're gonna have to die. That's just how it is. I mean, somebody has to fuel the war economy. How's you guys doing, by the way? You know what? I forgot that, but we actually have a couple of codes for Warhammer 2 here to give away as well. See here. So we'll actually start that giveaway as well while we're at it. If somebody actually doesn't have Warhammer 2, the actual base game, it is open for everybody. It's going to be up for 20 minutes. Just type !! giveaway to enter there. Look at them hiding.
Ready for battle.
Obvious beastman ruse.
Honor before glory.
Knights errant.
Boundless valor.
Oh no. Hold on, I'll fix that. I didn't know they had that as a setting. Only type giveaway, no exclamation mark. That should work. Sorry about that. No idea that was a thing for them.
For our lady. Knights errant.
Bound by honor.
That's going to be up for 20 minutes. Nice. Once again, it is for Warhammer 2. If you don't own this game, then just join in there.
noble and pious.
A little trick that maybe not a lot of people use, but you can actually just put them into a group formation. So you have melee front or missile front. Like Three Kingdoms, but you have to press a button first.
Glory awaits.
And in the units, no. You only get Henry Le Massif, which granted is pretty cool. Just he's just a paladin though with a hippogriff and a couple of unique skills. Well, I say only, but obviously I'm underselling him because his name is Massif, so
Battle ready.
Knights errant.
it's just your battle nerd. It's pretty cool singular. I say about him. I don't know. It might just be a weird translation error. Maybe it means Mastiff like the doggo. Who knows?
Battle calls.
Immediately.
Because who doesn't like Mastiffs?
Lord of Bretonia.
Like, have you guys seen the Tibetan ones? They're like humongous.
Shields. Aye.
Tribuni, how you doing? So yeah, once again, we've taken over this channel. I usually stream over at NerdRageFitness.
Hastily. On to glory.
Just about, wow, I do Total War about 5 days a week over there as well. Always on Legendary. Oh yeah, I've forgotten those sound effects today. No. How you doing, Brachis? There we go. Let's have the garrison go in on them. They replenish slightly faster, I always feel.
Run. Peasant bowman. Aye.
It'll be fine like this.
The king. Run 'em through. Righteous fury. Lord of Bretonia. Battle ready.
It's gonna be fine for them, I'm sure. Game is good, but still more Dark Omen. Dark Omen. I mean, the game is good, but it's no Spartan Total Warrior, is this?
Noble knights. Glory awaits. For the lady.
We have to say stuff like that now that we're on the Total War channel.
Knights.
Because it's the same developers.
Smite them.
Information and rotation. The Italian guy, you select them all, then you hold Alt, and if you want to rotate them as well, you hold in Control as well,
We
and you
serve.
just let go.
Knights errant.
And that's it, just like Super Mario would say. It's good, but it's no Alien Isolation.
Show us the foe. We obey.
Game is good, but it's no untitled creative assembly FPS shooter.
For honor. Awaiting orders. Break them.
See, we're hiding UI, it's K, or you can do Alt K, and suddenly you get cinematic bars, and you got like epic 4K 1000-man battle. This looks way cooler. This is a little bit blobbed up, a little bit inefficient, but that's life. When you're peasants, inefficient and wary.
Trample them.
And if you want to follow a unit like this, you can press delete on them. Not Age of Empires, they won't just be removed. Efficient nerd, yeah. What stage of the campaign are you? In the campaign where in the very second battle I got being boosted by several crypt schools who murdered my peasants, and now I have to just recoup after the first battle went incredibly badly because I didn't know the campaign mechanic about water. That's in the stage of the campaign I am.
Charge! Ready for battle!
Faith is my armor!
Well, Forble Guardian not doing too well. That's fine. He doesn't need to do well. That's not a requirement for this battle.
Show us the foe!
Killing off some beastmen here. We have to kill them at one more time, so it's better to just, you know, murder as many as we can here.
Knights errant!
Because it works like this. One leader can lose 2 times and then the army is wiped out. If the leader gets killed, you have to kill off the army twice again. Different rules if you intercept them during underway movements, like world branches and whatnot. Oh. Well, that was cool. Oh, there doesn't seem to be an uptime command, but it's 1 hour and 2 minutes. And even 13 seconds. Execute captives. Yes, I don't want to lose chivalry. Chivalry is all. All.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Honor and
Let's just
glory!
murder these guys. Nice. We got Blessing of the Lady.
Do you know who
Hopefully that'll actually keep up as well for when we replace this one, which we will undoubtedly have to do. Now they're also stronger than Repanse. Well, slightly.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Going away for now,
My
for a little bit.
reputation precedes me.
Little bits. This one will be in 3,002. Will be 3,200 in 4 turns. So I definitely need to guess something going there. But check out them turn times. They also got massive casualties. They couldn't really do anything there either. Well, looks like Henrik is going on an adventure, so that's cool for him. How will this even work, though? I think we will have to hide. We can just get Furious. That will help us quite a bit, actually.
Lord and hero.
Can also rush Al Haik now. This is a pretty bad sieging army, to say the very least. Yeah, I actually think this is the way to go, even though we're gonna have no Henry. More turns like
Protector
this.
of the realm. Onward.
Hopefully they can't see us, but maybe they can. Full speed, eh? They weren't out for a long time, were they? Take the vows. Income from trade. Ignorance. Leadership for cavalry units is a death sentence right now, but I don't have any trade, so...
I will not.
Jam down the people. Let's go for that one.
Lyonesse! I go!
Never.
If I could manage to murder them... I can't...
I am
No.
ready.
That would be pretty cool. I don't think they can actually do anything... Well, stop me from taking... Virus here.
She speaks.
I definitely doubt they can do anything because they can't... Are they close enough to actually be able to go up there? I wonder.
Lady calls me.
Defender of the weak.
Repanse de Lyon.
4 turns for a rebellion.
In the lady's name.
I'll have to play this extremely smartly now so that these guys don't attack me.
Is it time?
But if I move over here, we should be able to flee. Oh, that's high seas as well. I still think this one, and then we can still flee or retreat once.
With the wind.
And that should take us far enough from him.
All's ready.
I imagine. Patrician and Vamp Patrician, pick one. It's all fine and dandy. This is actually a pretty favorable matchup. It's alright anyway. I just don't think it's a good fight still. Well, we do have Blessing of the Lady. We will lose that otherwise.
In the lady's name.
Let's go for it.
Repent.
We just need to really hold up a front line versus these direwolves. And use the cavalry well enough. We even get some tree line here. Should be possibly fine.
We fight for Bretonia! Ready!
Bad thing
Spearmen at arms! Armed and ready!
is that the terror will grip their feeble little hearts even more.
Arms!
But
Repanse de Lyonesse.
Battle ready!
at least they're a little bit more safe.
What do you bid?
These guys are hiding as well. Cool beans.
Take the ground!
Let's see what happens. Old new box. For an actual new box, you would have to kind of guess
We serve!
some archers or some kind of range inside it as well.
Serve and obey!
And then you also try to have these guys facing all the other ways as well. This is just a weird little
We fight for Bretonia!
ultra defensive one, I guess.
Quick march! Knights errant!
Little sergeant mark or whatever.
We are ready!
Rank 2 mark.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
Knights
Okay, they're going for them. That's really good. Separate these guys. That when they actually go for them, the other one can help.
We serve the lady!
Gonna get these guys on dire wolves. Guess these guys might see them, but fine. The Strigoi is keeping away, which is completely fine because he's too strong to focus anyway. So that's fantastic, honestly. On his Primus. But that depends on the country, doesn't it?
Yes! Knights errant!
Maybe some ones have, you know, weirder things, but I guess, yeah.
For the lady!
What are they doing? Are they just waiting for me? You have to get to us.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
They're going for them, eh?
Knights errant!
Are they?
Armed by honor!
Ah, they're fast. 48 speed though. See, we speed up here and see if they're gonna do anything cool. Yeah, they actually are.
All knights!
This is kind of ideal, I'll admit. One infantry troop versus anti-infantry cavalry just going at it. That's the most hilarious formation out there, I think. Sure, Repanse.
My blade!
Super cool model. Really well made on that one.
Knights errant! Post haste! Immediately! Swiftly! At speed! Brave knights! For the king! Knights errant! Smite them! Moving apace! What do you beat? Full tilt! Immediately!
Swiftly!
Oh yeah, the terror from the cairn rates.
Knights errant!
That'll do it.
Hastily! For Britannia!
Make these guys crumble so we actually free up them as well. We can have 2 units to actually run around with. Not the best angle, but that's life.
Chevaliers, ready! To battle!
Spearmen at arms! Attack!
The lady's fury!
Post haste!
Knights errant! As you say! Post haste!
Smite them!
They actually fled completely.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
That was actually
We are ready!
a bit unexpected, I'll admit.
Knights errant!
The Lyonesse!
Yeah, this is actually going pretty well.
Give the order!
Knights errant!
What do
Going
you
pretty well.
Knights errant!
Healing up the cairn rates as well. I would do that as well because they are indeed the best thing they have.
Knights errant! We serve our liege!
Knights errant!
Getting help there on the doggos, but
Show us the foe! Knights!
should still be fine, I think.
Swiftly!
Let's get these crypt. It's just one crypt ghoul. Okay, that's cool. Super cool.
Spearmen at arms! Full tilt! I honor my
Get them over there. Fix up this flank and actually get them freed up. Because right now they're just trudging along, just doing inefficient work,
at once!
which isn't great for anyone. They're getting healed up, but I doubt the healing will actually counteract that charge.
Knights!
Because they're pretty poor versus armored units, and these guys have 80 armor.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
We serve the king!
Battle
They got Strigoi as well. We're gonna have to flee with them.
Knights!
They were doing so and so anyway before that. Okay, cool. Now we got them as well. Now we can get the skeleton warriors.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
There is 50 skeletons.
The lady's sword!
Yes, absolutely not. Join the Ark into the hex rates to use the fancy Holy Maiden Wrath. Okay, after this battle we'll see who won the giveaway as well. So just hold on there a little bit. It'll be fine.
Take the ground!
Spearmen at arms! Post haste!
Feel my fury!
There we go. Lowering their melee defense and melee attack to 8 and 6. That is super strong. That is really, really strong. It doesn't last for super long though, does this? 3 seconds. Really?
The lady's command?
No, 10 seconds for that one. That's alright, I guess.
Spearman at arms!
Always these turn rates.
Knights of Bretonia!
Knights errant! For honor! Moving a base!
Ready for battle!
Post haste!
Knights
Nice. One last charge, I believe, on these guys, maybe.
Spearman at arms!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
We are ready!
Knights errant!
For the king!
Both of them are winning. You can see by the green swords. That's
Ready
cool.
For battle! For the lady! Yes!
What order? Spearmen at arms!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Turn rates so strong. Cool. Let's get these guys out of there. They're actually important.
Knights errant!
The other ones less so. These guys are now crumbling. So that is fantastic.
We serve our liege! Bound by honor!
Fantastique, as it would be called in French, I believe.
Battle ready!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
14.
Fighters!
Let's do this. New channel. It's good seeing you. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Giveaway has ended for now. We're gonna have another giveaway later on.
Knights errant!
We'll see who won after this battle. These Karen rates just refuse to quit. There we go.
Divine fury!
Knights errant!
Command me!
I guess if we just charge at him all at once,
For Bretonia!
his leadership should go down enough. Hopefully. Well, he did get tired, so we got that going for us, I guess.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Gonna make him debuffed there, so he has slightly less melee defense and melee attack. Still more than most of those dudes. It's gonna take a little while, isn't it? I'm just gonna relax and let them do their thing, I guess.
Knights errant! Pull back!
Attack!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Good for him that he's winning still.
The lady's sword!
Really? Can't have him winning though. Oh, he's just healing up as well. He should have his regen cap soon though. There we go. There's the regen cap. Our leadership is going down slightly though. So a little bit longer and he would maybe a 1. Now the spears I think alone would actually have been murdered even though they are anti-large and he is pretty large. But that's just life. That's just life.
What price for these men?
Execute
With
them
the
all.
lady's strength.
Do they still have Karen rates and stuff? Oh no. Oof, he didn't go to war with me, that's cool.
The Lyonesse!
Now, that one will be too tough for us, so I think actually we have to just murder this dude and then we'll go back and get some more stuff there. Ah, yes. Obviously, this would be a thing. Obviously, that would be a thing that they would just get a new Strigoi. Don't learn before. Yeah, that's true. That would have been truly scary. I think we should be able to use the cavalry just to murder the doggos. As soon as we just isolate Strigoi.
The lady awaits! Repanse de Lyonesse! No hesitation!
No hesitation. Let's go. Spear Strigoi on board. That's how I travel anyway. Because I saw on a YouTube channel like travel advice 101, and one of them was to always have a Spear Strigoi in the cargo trunk, especially while on ships. So you never know what's gonna happen. Alt K for cinematic hotbars. Alt K. Move them all. Select them. Hold Alt. Left click drag.
Ready! At once!
We will immersively move these guys. In cinematic mode, they're gonna run a little bit. So they do use a little bit more fatigue or energy when they actually run, but it doesn't really matter as much in Warhammer as it does in the historical Total Wars most of the time. They can easily just run up there. Also gets a little bit, it's a little bit of a quality of life thing as well, where you don't have to just walk everybody up constantly. See John Dark of Warhammer, yeah.
Divine fury!
Battle ready! Knights errant!
Infantry still.
Tis an honor.
We can check it out.
Spearman of arms.
Trample them!
Well, this was good, I guess.
For the king!
Going with the bats ahead of everybody else. Wherever the doggos are. Probably still in there. Probably still in there. So that's cool. Bats. We're in bat country now.
Orders, my lord.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
There's no use to using that thing. There's just 8s and 2, so it's not a lot of bats. If you're actually surrounding bats, then the bats will have a very, very bad time. Incredibly so. Incredibly bad so.
For the lady.
Honestly, if we could fight him in the woods, that would be perfect. Because if you don't know, when you fight stuff in the woods, they get way less melee attack and speed if it's a large unit.
Knights errant.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
That's very uncouth way of just selecting everybody and clicking, but it works.
For the king.
So fighting the Strigoi with the Spearman in there would actually be perfect. But this brilliant mastermind of a monster saw that what we're gonna do, promptly countered by moving out of the trees.
Repanse de Lyonesse!
It's a tree, skill tree. You can check it out after this fight.
You are done!
Let's surround a little bit better here as well.
Leg it. Knights errant. What do you feed? Spearmen at arms. We serve our liege. Yes, my lord. Come at 'em.
Battle ready!
To battle!
Knights errant.
Moving a base!
Show us the bow.
Okay, your Spearman around there. That's cool. They're anti-large, and this dude isn't strong enough to be able to take on that, so that's cool.
The ladies
So I'm just gonna, let him fight there. That's fine. Probably speed that up though, because literally him against the world now anyway. Magic affects auto battles? No, it does not. From what I understand, Order Soul doesn't count spells and such. Wow, he's still though going strong. Strigoi are so strong. Okay. Now he's kind of crumbling though, so that's cool. And that army should be gone. Good. Now they only have one army though, so that's way better. If we can guess our garrison to help us, we can get Al-Haik easily.
The Lyonesse!
But up until then, it's a little bit tougher, isn't it?
With the wind!
My deeds are legend.
Keep this dude over here. In case. Capture Black Tower Arcan. Perverse monument to the twisted, ungodly schemes of Nagash, he who blighted the world with a fathomless heresy of necromancy can stand no more. A virtuous Bretonian must wrest Arcan's infernal spire from cold, undead hands, and its long last restore purity, light, and true faith to the land that has too long worshipped the land of dead. Nice. If you guys haven't read the Nagash books, you definitely should. They're really good, actually. Goes into how incredibly awful Nagash was. Let's see here. Also, there, Rudiger won the giveaway. So, if you would just say something in chat there, that would be great. And I can whisper you the code. Where is going to give that? I don't have a fancy team of people. I have to do this myself. There we go. So, we also get arm piercing for infantry units, cash replenishment for Lord's Army, and melee attack for infantry units. We get Scourge, Banish to Scourge, melee attack, fighting Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts. Ooh, this would have been so good versus those King rates. Jesus, that would have helped us a ton. No, actually, it's just flaming. It doesn't help versus physical. It's only magical attacks that go through that completely. We do get Mute Psychology, though. Really good. Courageous, that's for her. Ward Save. Ward Save is the best goddamn melee skill you can have. Rebuilding, construction time minus 50%. That it doesn't sound super good at first maybe, but when you think about actually taking over uninhabitable or unhospitable places, it's really, really good. Untainted, leadership aura is something I never really cared about, but Untainted is nice, I guess. And Frenzy for the entire Lord's Army, which is goddamn great. First, we're going to take Vigor Loss Reduction minus 15% though, because that is very nice as well.
In the lady's name.
I don't want to go too fast there, actually. Well,
To the
I think it becomes too fast, that's fine, honestly. Crazy again. Yeah, it's actually in the game now, if you guys haven't seen. Anyways, we'll have 2 more throughout the day. Water dwarfs? Yeah. There are sailor
There's much to discuss.
dwarves in the lore,
What are the proposals?
but they are far and few between, basically, and they're all very bitter and constantly seasick because dwarves kind of know where they are underground all the time. They never get lost underground, so they have like a natural kinship with the underground and tunnels and stuff, but as soon as they're on boats, they just are always seasick, basically. No matter how long they're in their out there. Long as streaming today. I'm streaming for a very long time, honestly. So I'm gonna be streaming up until 7 BST or 8 Swedish time, which is like French time as well, and Danish and all that. Military access, yeah, sure, why not? I will pay 100 skadoodles for this. Don't murder me. Don't murder me. Fuck Thorn. Don't. Ah, yes, didn't get murdered. Fantastic.
For justice.
Gonna upgrade this place. We have a lot of money now, all of a sudden, which is nice.
Shall we? Where's the anchors?
Ever faithful. Going first.
Ushoran is not looking too good. Adelhard might actually take over all that. I don't exactly want to go to war with Adelhard, but that's actually rebels, so it doesn't matter. That worked out for us anyway. It's from undergrounds. Going the giveaway. They're gonna be for 20 minutes at a time. Could possibly put him up for an hour as well. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Honor and duty.
Was 20 minutes cool for a giveaway, or do you want them for like an hour a time? Because I do want people to be here to like whisper, like to say something in chat so I know you're there. Because Twitch has like this really weird thing where they have giveaway bots and stuff like that as well that actually scour channels for keywords that are being spammed. You spam those as well and hope for keys to sell and stuff, which is also one of those weird little aspects of Twitch. Slightly more weapon strength though, but no loss. I'll just grab more of those. Yeah, that's cool. The Ushoran managed to fight off the rebels, no problem. Ports. Early Interactive does the Apple ports and stuff like that. I don't think they had anything to do with like the base game as per se. I'm not sure. But look at those Mortal Empire's turn times though. You guys hyped for tomorrow or what?
For the lady.
Jesus, that's good.
Repanse. The sun pours down on us.
Might as well do that as well. Now, I'll miss. This is not a perfect sieging army. I actually have to go back anyway to fight off the rebellion. It's on a loose Kofor as well. Ooh. But Ushoran is just out in the baths, which is cool. Chaos Corruption, yeah, I can take that. That's no problem at all right now. It's a little bit of heresy, but it's fine for me.
For Britannia. Repanse de Lyon.
Have to stand outside, otherwise they won't rebel. Now, with a little bit of luck, they will have a trebuchet, and I will get that trebuchet from them. Already following NerdRageFitness. Oh, cool. I hear he's a cool guy. Wink, wink. Now they want peace. They're not getting anything. See, we're turning this around, though. That's really good. I don't know what they're actually doing. No, don't take my place. I needed that.
Such oppression.
It is forbidden.
Yes.
I'm just going to order a Solvay because it's a rebellion, so I don't really care about rebellions. And I pray nobody else does.
Join us. My will is unmatched.
What will they do now? I wonder. Now, I wonder if you're actually going to still get the recruitment knight errands. Make that one. We'll have to see.
In the lady's name.
We will have to see. Let's get down for public order and melee attack. Maybe these guys will actually be monsters eventually.
As you order.
These are at rank 5, 8, and 16. I really like these new skill points that are like 5, 8, 10, 16 and stuff like that on the new heroes and such. Melee defense. Oh, yes.
I am ready.
Either we trick Ushoran to come over here, or we try to take Furious. But promise he'll probably try to take... Well, this is actually walled now. We can't take that easily, so I could probably run over to Furious, I'm guessing.
I require your all.
Because Bretonnian elements get walls at tier 3 even without garrison buildings, which is really cool. Game changer. It is, right, Galaxy? So good.
Speak honestly and swiftly.
The dwarves say, yeah, I can have a non-aggression pact with them. I'm not really keen on finding them at the moment. Maybe later, but not right now. Oh, he's actually going to go for Kofor. Well, let's see if we can trade Kofor for Furious then. Well, they're probably just going to siege that place, because they don't have walls over there. Follow the footsteps of an old questing knight, the previous owner of the sword, who journeyed here during the Great Crusades. Repanse traces the sword through images sewn into tapestry, retelling the story of this knight's quest just as it happened hundreds of years prior. He was one of the first to quest further into the Southlands, braving the scorching heat and treacherous sands when others would have surely turned back. Repanse wishes to learn more about this knight and his largely untold legacy. Details of his story had been restricted to the occupants of his home village back in Lyonesse, a place with little desire for the fame that such quests can attract. However, Repanse hopes that by doing so she can further prove her worthiness to wield the sword and to lead this new crusade into the same lands and now teem with undead kings of long forgotten times past.
Yes, ready.
Got 1,000 skadoodles, nice.
At once. To the fight. March at once.
Yeah, let's take some attrition, it's fine. Those are knights of Regal.
Welcome to fair Bretonia. Now is the
I'll probably
time to
want the
unite.
trade and such. Then we can confederate them eventually as well. They don't have much anyway. Can trade with them maybe? No. I can trade with Knights of the Flame though, for sure. Can also take defensive lines. And wait, could we have military lines as well? Yeah, we can.
I will.
Military lines, one step closer to getting confederation.
I pray for cooler climes.
On the trail of the questing knights, who came before, Repanse seeks out clues within the ancient ruins and tombs of the land, places lost to the sound of time, for even here, where the dead should long be at rest, there is evil stirring that of course must be cleansed from the soil. It is not mere riches that she searched for, but the knowledge and wisdom with which to defeat the ancient dead. Okay then, all we have to do is just search a ruined settlement. Well, let's burn it down first, I guess. Relationship with Bretonnians is possibly really cool, but we can also get for lords and heroes.
Heat is cruel.
I don't think we want to upgrade this more. I don't care about the men-at-arms pole arms when we already have the shielded ones with spears. Why he lost questing knights was a couple of bad moves there for me. Ball with the ace, Jesus. Oh, he actually didn't want to go for Kofor. He's gonna go for the stronger ones. That is not a 500 IQ play, that's for sure. Impressive buildings. Impressive battles. I will take impressive buildings. Because I don't think recruitment cost gets that insane as maybe these things would be. We can fight this just for, you know,
Have heart.
it is the battles that is cool in Total War. of extra lords. I did that first, but then I stopped. I'll probably get 1 or 2 more later on. It was just too expensive at that point, but then we just, without doing anything, got 1,000 extra income, so that was cool.
Knights errant! We serve the lady! Orders?
Not exactly sure what happened while we were out at sea.
Bretonia needs me! I seek glory!
This new unique building, let's check it out.
I am prepared! Yes! Repanse de Lyonesse!
It's an incredibly pretty game though. Yeah, the faction coloring is actually pretty cool. Pretty gritty, I guess, compared to a lot of other things, such as, you know, Malice.
Chevaliers, ready! To battle! In Bretonia's name!
Little trick here.
Repanse de Lyonesse! Justice away!
If you make everybody move, then you can select everything to attack.
The lady's command!
Protect!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Yes!
What orders? Yes, now! Repanse de Lyonesse!
Bretonians, attack! Sons of Bretonia!
Repanse de Lyonesse! No
These guys in the back.
hesitation! The lady awaits!
Did you guess that fancy Halo of Maidenly Wrath going?
Knights errant! For Bretonia! Break them! We fight for Bretonia!
Victory is assured!
At once! Knights errant!
This life, a Spirit Leech, it doesn't do that much against cavalry.
For the lady! Swiftly!
Direct my blade! You are...
I heard damn it, my blade. Okay then.
We serve the king!
Knights errant!
Snitch is really fun though. We just did the Vortex campaign on my channel, and it's pretty cool. We're probably gonna do it on Mortal Empires as well. Plunge into Anarchy ability is pretty cool. We just remove a faction from the game, basically. Obviously, the Skaven is somebody's favorites over there in the Horsham office. That's for sure. See, items and skills? Sure. We can do that again. No problemo.
Take everything!
I'm gonna occupy that. Yes, or well.
Honor
All
and
for
duty!
the Lyonesse!
We got people 0, armor piercing, capture pants, melee attack. Pretty cool. Mostly for the infantry though. Melee attack enables flaming attacks. Immune psychology when fighting anything bony and undead. Courageous for her, melee attack, ward save. Construction time minus 50%, local recruitment capacity. Construction cost minus 25. It's alright. Honorable and pure. Leadership aura size, character aura, untainted. Probably the one I'm not gonna grab if I don't have to have it. Entire army gets frenzy and she gets unbreakable, which means that that is the one to get. Super duper good. Now, this entire campaign is just about murdering undead, so we're going to take Scourge of Undead because that seems pretty cool. And it also is for everything. It's not just peasantry.
Lord of Bretonia.
Now, what is the unique building here? Holy Monastery of Divine Origo. That is an incredibly cool building. Incredibly good. 500 gold. 2 Grey Lights. Damsel recruitments. That's good. That's good. Oh boy. I don't exactly need this one though, I don't think. Local armies, but nah, I'm gonna get rid of that one. Get something else instead. 6,900. We could just wait to actually get down. Yeah. That's actually what we're gonna do instead here. So, upgrade. Well, I can't upgrade anything else if I want to get that either. And he gets chainmail as well, because 6 melee defense, 10 armor. Pretty hard to compete with. Now, I'll go to the bathroom real quick. So be back 1 minute. Don't go anywhere and don't do drug. There we go. 7,200 now. I see how it is. Oh yeah, it is tier 3. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. I should have thought about that. But, if you think about everything, then what's even the point? You can still get these. It just doesn't say that you can get them.
The laws of chivalry demand
Peasants were.
See.
The lady grants you safe passage. Just so. Welcome to fair
Soon we will
Bretonia.
have a foothold over here as well. Soon. Well, I guess we just guess. Well, next turn we're gonna get enough growth for that one. So meanwhile we can just guess Weaving House, I guess. That is the next side. Well, no, I really want Bowman. Jesus. Get that thing as well meanwhile, and we will start moving over there to murder the rebels.
Time to march. Repanse de Lyon. Shall we?
It is forbidden.
Yes.
Yes, that'll be cool. We don't have damsels yet, no. Oh, they're Turbis. Nice, glad you liked her. Armor piercing attack. Yeah, that as well. I really like the shielded ones because the only thing I really want them to do is hold the line while my cavalry just pummels them. Yeah, Snakes is really cool. How's your hydration level? It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty good right now. It's pretty good right now. How's yours, Cake? Gotta stay hydrated, otherwise, well, literally you die, so
She speaks. I listen.
that's the thing.
I will not.
What are these guys gonna do though? That's weird. That's super duper weird. So if you don't know me, by the way, usually I stream over at my channel called NerdRageFitness, and well, the name is a joke, but we don't do that much fitness. Here, get that one, and guess I can actually get these guys just move a little bit more. We can help the next turn if needed. And we stream Warhammer about 4 to 5 times a week. Well, 4 or 5 days a week. About NerdRageFitness. No, I rage a lot. I am just about weird stuff, like small drinking glass and stuff like that. Hey. Comets. I really want comets. Comets is so good since last patch. So they increased like how
You are welcome. What can we help you
how big
with
the
today?
damage radius is, and it's just so much better. Wind Blast got nerfed quite a bit, so that's not that much fun to use unless it's against like Skaven Filth or something. But it's pretty goddamn good. Lots of dad jokes. Yeah, there are. Married Normie. I can still be a nerd. Are these guys actually winning versus Arcan now? No, they're not going to take their combined forces of peasantry to murder somebody. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Eat it, no idea.
The sun pours down on us.
Melee defense for everybody, or charge bonus. Melee defense for all armies is incredibly strong. I would rather have that than like 30% charge bonus. That's so strong. Some people might not think that it's super strong, but whenever you fought something like with 70 or 80 melee defense, like Norscan champions or something like that, you'll notice that it's really strong in melee.
Have heart.
Now, I'm not gonna fight this one, because I don't need to. Easy
Serve the
peasy.
lady now.
Team replenishment. I think we're gonna have to go for Arcan,
The
actually.
lady calls me.
Since this is, you know, whatever now, I guess.
Welcome,
I need to get
friends.
them as
Let's
well.
hope we can... You mewling fool.
Yeah, we'll get them eventually. I'll get an extra lord here as well. Leadership, that's heroism, is pretty cool.
This victory is just one step.
Speed. Let's just take this one though. He's already level 3, so why not? Versus large is pretty cool though. Let's just... Leadership is fine now. We'll get the rest next turn. I'll get training as well. I like training. Thing I started liking more and more. One man army kills. It was Tyrion. And while exhausted. Nice. Stream on this channel. In Shiro, it's basically like this, right? All the other Total War regulars that actually are supposed to handle this channel are out for the day. And they didn't hide the keys very well, so here I am in the channel. Eating all their quality. No quality anymore. Okay, we also got Code of Conduct. Nice. But I do want the Righteous Strength. That's like what I'm actually researching, so I didn't really care about this one. Which is just weapon strength for lords and heroes. Yeah, let's grab him.
My reputation precedes me.
Okay, we're safe over here though. So I will just go for Sorcerer's Island.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Blessings of the lady.
Either we sail through here. Yeah, sailing is probably the best choice here.
Now, yes.
Repanse de Lyon. What news?
My reputation precedes me.
That's fine. Demon traits. I hear it's changed now. But I can't remember what it is now. But I think it's been changed because it used to be really, really, really strong. Like way too strong. I can't remember what it is though.
The waves whisper to us.
Armored in glory awaits.
Good, no Tomb Swarm either.
At once.
That's really all that matters.
I am ready. To the oars. To the waves.
Valiant lord, I will indulge you. Very well, if you insist.
Protector of the realm.
Yeah, that seems cool. Arcan. More like Arcant after this one. If it's just those paper mache soldiers he's got. Wait, are they actually going to murder them as well? What am I supposed to murder then if you guys murder everything?
Welcome, friends. Let's
Join them in Confederation. Maybe after you fight that one, you will want to join.
Do you know who I am? Going forth.
Ready. For justice.
No, now they have Tomb Swarm. Okay. Okay then. That's not really horrific at all. I am glad they have that now.
And hero.
She speaks.
Last second.
I listen.
I was just thinking, can I actually use this declare war for something in the diplomacy to get something I want? But I didn't think about I could actually get money fast enough. That's life. No, why aren't you climbing up like that? Why can't you go up like her? Why can't you be more like her? There we go. Jeez.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Okay, we got one dude at least with us. That's fine.
Now to battle.
There we go. Now let's tank our CPU, shall we? Tanking the CPU. That's where it's at. Ooh, look at that. That's really bad for us. Because they have like... they always get 2 Tomb Swarms per army.
Spare man at arms! Fighters! Battle ready! Battle ready! We are ready!
Divine fury.
Paladin of Bretonia! For the king!
See, we can trap them over there. Pummel them with arrows. It's actually not optimal for this this army comp at all. But I shall allow it for coolness. And so it gets extra close here as well, because nothing says legendary like sabotaging for yourself.
Orders?
That's where it's at. Sabotaging for yourself. So taking the choke point is definitely not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to lure them out of there. Because otherwise, the Tomb Swarm will eat up your melee infantry. Like, heftily so. They even got... They should have like 2 per army. Because that's just how the AI works. So they should have like 6 Tomb Swarms. Which can actually eat up the entirety of the army.
Speak. Justice away.
But they're using one of them right now.
Direct my blade.
As you can see here, it did a fair amount of damage, almost half on them.
Repanse de Lyonesse.
You know what? Let's actually try to do this instead.
What? Repanse de Lyonesse.
This will make a lot of more sense soon, don't worry.
I move!
Because we kind of want some place here where we can charge in. So that's why we're making a little venue here.
What orders?
Knights errant! Persian bowmen!
For Britannia!
Just to be able to charge in. Oof.
The lady awaits!
Honor and glory!
Where's their leader? He's over there.
Spearmen at arms! For my liege! Righteous fury!
And kind of want to keep some of them at least in the back, I guess.
Tonia!
Knights errant! Bound by honor!
Hold off there. We can get these guys out of there.
Peasant bowman!
Hero of Britannia!
For the lady!
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that much against 3 of them, right? I really hope.
Give the order!
Less melee defense as well when the last dude has come there.
Yes!
He has flaming attacks as well. That's cool, I guess.
Paladin of Britannia!
You are done!
There we go.
Battle ready!
Orders! Battle ready!
Cool. We got that one going.
Spearmen at arms! Run, men!
What? Post haste!
Orders! Moving apace! Swiftly! Post haste!
Move like that.
We serve our liege! Bows drawn!
Gonna just get their backline because the backline can at least damage them, which isn't great.
We are ready! I honor my vow!
But I have them also on guard mode, because that's a good habit to have.
Them.
Get in there. Hopefully we can get a couple of kills from there. We're just gonna keep on pummeling that side.
What do you bid? At once, as you say!
What's happening with you then?
Swiftly!
Where did Arkan go? Arkan actually died, so that's great.
Slay them!
For the lady!
We're gonna try to punch through here in the middle. Not perfect, but it will have to do. This is a better angle here as well. Shoot them from the flank, then to shoot them here in the front because they do have shields still.
The Lyonesse!
They're not using the next Tomb Swarm. Maybe they've actually done something with those numbers.
Legendary paladin!
Maybe. Yeah, nice. We actually got the next one as well.
Knights
Now it's just these Ushaptis.
the king!
I used to always say Ushtabis because that's how I had read them from the Age of Legends Nagash books.
We are ready!
So I stopped doing that later on
The lady's command!
after I played this game and everybody would say, it's not Ushtabi, nerd.
No, my
Which, I mean, is it really not though? Is it really not? It's not though.
Peasant bowmen! Cut them down! We'll
In my heart it still is. It's like
Repanse de Lyonesse!
it's like, you know, most in at my age knows that 2020 is next year, but
bowmen!
1980 is like, you know, 20 years ago, and the 90s were just a couple of years ago. But that's completely wrong anyway. But sometimes that's just how it is. Color in Warhammer is called Shafty Bone, and bone color like off-white. Huh. Oh, there we go.
Repanse de Lyonesse! To battle!
We won this, they just don't know it, yes.
Bows high!
Trying to punch through here once again.
For the Britannia!
Peasant bowman! As you say!
My lord! Peasant bowmen!
We serve the lady!
Just getting through there. Yes. That looks pretty cool though. Her and her band of paladins just mulching through there. Being alone behind enemy lines. All for the murder. Now punch through over here. Then we will be on the other side. And we can just continue on here. And we will have some fancy rear chargers. And at the very mention of rear chargers, the enemy crumbles and lays down to sleep once again. For a little bit longer. It's called null. Null. There we go. Easy peasy. They just lost 3,000. We lost 400. Even amongst peasants, the paper mache soldiers of the Tomb Kings don't rank that high. And I will just occupy that.
The Lyonesse!
Potion of toughness as well. Fantastic. Holy icon. Magic resistance is always cool, but not potion of toughness cool. Obsidian trinkets. Yeah, that's fine. Also get diplomatic relations with Tomb Kings and weapon strength when fighting vampire counts. Wait, so you get like 25% when fighting vampire counts, and then you get this one, which is like +8 and flaming attacks, plus the frenzy, and didn't you have one more thing as well for just vampires? This one, the banner is really good though. Melee defense and melee attack for everybody around here. That is not just peasants either. Yeah, it's pretty good though for this playthrough. Yes. Probably say construction cost and construction time is pretty good right now. Obviously everything here is pretty cool, but I don't feel she needs ward save at the moment. We do, however, need to build stuff. We need to build it cheaper.
I await.
Melee defense. Nice.
In the lady's name.
They still have that.
Welcome, friends. Let's hope we
Now they don't want to confederate anymore because I lost too much in that battle, even though it wasn't that much.
Peasants work.
Can I join a war maybe, and you will like me? Maybe if you join my war.
I must protest.
How about them pineapples? Yeah, cool. Then I think it's actually Khemri's turn to feel our wrath. Kill a war kitty and stuff. Favor, improve killing arcana. Yeah. So for those who don't know the story about the Tomb Kings, basically this dude called Nagash, which you've probably heard of, was the second son of... No, he was the firstborn son of the king of Khemri. Khemri was the richest land of all Neakara. Basically, they were Warhammer Egyptians who had the literal... Ooh, growth, nice. Had the literal favor of the gods. You could pray to the gods and they would even answer.
Yes.
Things were good for a long time for them.
Very well, if you insist.
They would go to war with stuff. They would fight listen men just for fun, capture them. They would live for... I mean, their kings would live for 200-300 years. No problem.
No.
And Nagash thought, well, this is cool and all, but as the firstborn son, he got shipped off to be the head of the mortuary cult. The mortuary cult is basically all the lich priests go there. So he had to be the grand lich priest pope, basically.
Draw your weapons.
Now, he didn't really like this. His younger brother became king because that's just how the Neakaran traditions were. Now, after a while, he learned all the magic of the Tomb Kings and the Lich Priests.
For the lady.
And chances were that he managed to capture a couple of dark elves and learned dark magic from them. Now, together with that, he managed to get, well, much interrogation in a couple of years, locked into a pyramid, made it so that he learned dark magic as well. So he managed to put that into, well, to combine that with the mortuary cults, life-preserving magic, to create necromancy. Now, obviously he thought this was really cool, so long story short, he murders his brother, becomes king, ruins possibly the richest nation that has ever been known to humans, ever.
Knights errant! Moving a base!
Understood.
And goes to war with the entire country.
Spare man at arms! By the lady! Avata! 'Tis an honor!
As you do.
Orders, my lord!
Now, they go to war for a long time, like a decade or more or something. Anyway, at the last siege of Lamia, they actually managed to import guns from Cathay, Warhammer China, to turn the tide against all the undead that Nagash is sending towards them. A lot of stuff happened as well, like vampires are created and etc., but I'm not going to go into that right now. Anyway, they turned the tide using these guns, imported like 3,000 years before the Empire even exists, as it is today. And they managed to murder all the undead.
I honor my vow! What do you bid?
Nagash flees over to Cripple Peak, makes a fortress called Nagahishar, which is now in the game as of the next patch. It is close to where Sniksh and Malice starts. Also pretty close, I guess, to Grimgore.
Repanse de Lyonesse! Divine fury!
And from there, he basically managed to plot together with the Skaven, who are trying to mine Warpstone from Cripple Peak. Both of them are trying to do that. So they go to war for like 200 years just for, you know.
Spearman at arms!
They send copious amounts of Skaven. He just resurrects them and fights them again up until they get a little bit of a peace between them. Later on, he managed to poison the River Nile, basically. The River Vitae, I think it's called. And kills off everything. Everything. Every animal, every insects, everything in Neakara. And then makes a really cool ritual to
You are done!
Moving a pace!
Hastily!
resurrect everything. And he resurrects everything. That's why you even have like carrions, which is just vultures undead. But every single rat, everything basically becomes undead. Nagash, being pretty pleased with himself, didn't exactly suspect that for the first time in the history of ever before the end times, the Skaven band together because they're so goddamn scared of him. So every single Skaven just, with one focus in mind, creates the Bell of Warp Sword, as it's called. I can't remember exactly. It's actually in the game as well. But it's the deadliest sword ever created. If you just touch it, your soul will start disintegrating and you will die within minutes just from touching it. Made to utterly annihilate someone's soul. Now, obviously being struck by a weapon like that is, you know, bad for Nagash. So, just his hand survives. That scurries off and it takes him 1,111 years to rebuild himself. So when he actually goes back to the Nekarans, who are now the Tomb Kings, tries to command them, they, you know, have a will of their own. And they're just like, who are you? And he's like, oh, you can talk? That's not so good, is it? And that's not exactly what the Tomb Kings wanted when they wanted to have the secret to eternal life.
This is a mercy.
So they very much know that Nagash cursed them all to eternity as skeletons.
To the
And they also know that Arcan is
flames! All for the lady. Lyonesse!
is indeed a lieutenant of Nagash. So,
To the oars!
long story short, well, I say long story short now, but that's why you get the trait that Tomb Kings like you for killing Arcan.
In the lady's
Because
name.
the Tomb Kings hates Nagash. Sienna from Vermintide? Possibly, yeah. No wizard in this army. I don't have one, yes. But we do have Frenzy, so who needs magic if you just can whip yourself into a frenzy and hit stuff faster?
Do you know who I am?
Harder scooter.
If the lady wills it. Do you know who I am? Lord.
Nice, rank 4. Doesn't matter, I'll take Blade Master for him. I definitely should have started some vows here as well. Pledge of Knowledge, 5 technologies. Reading 500 buildings are constructed. Rank up 5 times. 5 times ranking up is pretty easy usually, but it's just 5 technologies will take a long time. Take technology. Well, ranks, I mean. Adrian will also take the same thing. And Repanse will be 5 major settlements, 5 enemy lords in battle, defeat the legendary warriors of Chaos, Skaven, Vampire Cans, or Vampire Coast. Well, we do have Nick's pretty close. No, he's not close by at all. Who's close there, honestly? 5 enemy lords in battle. That's easy peasy, though. Get that Grail Vow. Once you get perfect vigor and stuff. Man, if you're doing this campaign yourself, remember to take down on turn 1. Because when you kill Arcan, that one would have been done so already. But I forgot, okay? Oh, Echo Black there saying possibly the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me in my Twitch career. Let's see here. We're getting Holy Monastery of Divine Origo. Finally, for them 500 excess cadoodles. And then, man,
Welcome, friends.
are you sure you... nah, they definitely don't want to join me. Maybe next turn though, when they try to take that place. If they lose there, I can confederate them like that. But I do regret a little bit not reading up about Repanse before today's stream. Campaign rumor range or burned fields. There's no fields here. Pania's grip. The peasantry has the rumors of curse-hurling, child-snatching witch abound in local villages. Furnace. A lot of food was lost during the witch hunt. Oh well, it's only peasants that will starve. True, it is only peasants, so that's life.
Lord.
She speaks, I listen.
I need military access with you guys, yeah.
Not by me.
Welcome to fair Britonia, if you insist. Welcome to
Now remember, if you wanna confederate somebody and they don't have some special confederation mechanic, you just get whatever you can here. Like definitely try to get military alliance, defensive alliance stuff. There is a rumor always that if you give them military alliance, they will that will count to their strength, not yours.
The lady
But it definitely, like, they just need to like you enough and be weak enough. That's it. It doesn't count their strength as per se. So what do we do with this one place then? Because I have to leave this place. I probably should have raced this, honestly. Let's go up to Kofor, murder the rebellion instead.
Ah, yes.
This accents.
Noble. Very well, I go.
Armored in
Wouldn't
faith.
you like to know?
Moving out.
I'm just kidding. It's my wife's half Irish, so I just go there quite a lot. But I am Swedish, so it's a weird accent.
For the lady!
Which the first time I was in the Everchosen, that's basically how Dogbert introduced me. Yeah, I got the weirdest accents. Here he is, NerdRageFitness. It's like, okay, watching from home. Yes, that's my traits in life. Other ones can be, you know, I don't know, handsome or whatever.
What news?
But who would want to be that?
At once, setting course!
Onward.
Valiant lord. Taking my leave.
Repanse de Lyon!
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
Yeah, that one goes. Man, these turn times are so good. That is a quality of life change, to say the very least. So before, like on a 200 turn campaign, you know, the turns can become a little bit slower all the time, but on average I had like 1.5 minutes, basically, per turn time. So on a 200
Ready!
turn campaign, I would sit around and wait for 5 hours. Now, with the new turn times, that's around 2 hours instead.
In the lady's name!
And that's just so nice.
De Lyon! With the wind!
It's just so nice
Very well. I go.
that they fixed that.
My reputation precedes me. Moving out.
Faith.
I'm not saying optimized, I'm just saying fix
She
this.
speaks, I listen.
Oh wow, it's actually that close anyway. Wait, where's the last one? Doesn't matter, I guess. So anti-large, that's not gonna be a good fight actually.
Back! Back!
We're playing 3 days ago. It's a free... Oh.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Honor before glory.
Yes,
It's a free patch that's gonna come out
your word. Battle comes!
tomorrow. In fact. Guess we'll have to fight that though. That sucks a little bit that we
Have heart!
lost that one. You ready? Tomorrow, yeah. Got a CPU around. I have an i9 9900K F. Somebody will have to tell Flav there because his sound is apparently dead.
Spearmen at arms! Peasant bowmen!
Repanse de Lyonesse!
Knights errant! We are ready!
Okay, they're gonna go for our back lines quite heftily here. Just gonna move like this.
Sons of Bretonia!
Those fancy things.
Give the order!
Oh, they had field trebuchet as well. Ooh, I didn't see that first.
For battle!
Your word?
I'm sure those dudes would amount to nothing in life anyway, so that's probably cool.
Awaiting orders!
It's cool. Humanity lost nothing.
Hugh of Hall.
I am prepared!
Humanity truly lost nothing, probably.
Spearmen at arms! Knights errant!
Good, and now those start moving, and we can go with these guys.
Awaiting orders!
Well, they're moving back now, it's fine though.
Ready for battle! We'll be! Kill 'em all!
Man of Bretonia.
Ready for battle!
Get 'em.
For the lady! Hold steady! Come on, lads!
Swiftly!
Gotta go from the back here. I just want to get rid of the field trebuchet. It's already killed 69. Nice.
Spearmen at arms!
Alright, surround them a little bit. Guys are gonna start moving over here.
Spearmen at arms!
Since these guys aren't charging them, we can just catch them, hopefully, and not catch Oh, they actually got the charge bonus there. Alright, well, that's fine. I didn't, I truly wish that for them anyway.
The lady's fury!
At speed!
Down out.
What orders? We serve the lady!
Split them up here a little bit.
What orders? We serve the king! Come on, lads!
See, easy peasy, just a bunch of lords. That's all you need. Charge into them because they're gonna come back. Well, they weren't even.
Defenders of the rim!
Get on! For the grail! Person bowman!
Now, these guys are turned the wrong way, so that's gonna be really good.
For Britannia! Glory calls!
Easy peasy. Actually fighting stuff that has leadership is pretty good. Vampires just don't flee that easily, especially not Strigoi, as you could see the last fights.
Men of Britonia!
Especially not a legendary. It's Van High too. You know this one. You know this one? Yes, indeed. We took it over. They all left the office and didn't leave the keys in a secure enough hiding place. So here we are.
Clear out!
Well, here we goddamn are.
Ready! What do you need? Spearmen at arms! Person bowman!
There we go. Had a little bit of a rocky start on this one though, but we're getting there.
Knights!
Rocky start, to say the very least. Murder all these guys as much as you can. Fine. We also used Potion of Toughness on Repanse because she didn't have full HP. And it's just a good thing to heal her up before everything else.
Person bowman!
Before you end the battle. Make that replenishment just a little bit faster on that one. Oh, you know what? You had to kill leaders as well. So if we just murder this one, that should actually work. It's just 5 lords. Rebels count for that as well. We have to murder this one.
Direct my blade!
Rabbits, my blade. Nice. There we go. It's fine by me. Now they might even guess another lord, which will count for 2. Because once again, an army. If you murder their lord on the first turn, they'll get a new lord. If you murder the lord the second time, no, you have to defeat them twice for the army to be wiped. But if you murder them the first time, that restarts, so they get a new lord, and you have to murder them twice again.
You serve the lady now.
I guess you could abuse it like that, but
All for the Lyonesse!
not really that fun.
For justice!
Reaches rate plus 10. Nice. Blessing gained. Nice. All in one turn. It's been a roller coaster of emotions on this turn, I feel.
In the lady's name!
Courageous. Lady's mantle. Courageous is pretty cool. Getting charge bonus is pretty cool as well, though. Ward save is pretty cool. That's actually what we're going for, yeah. Henry. And level 14 as well. That's really good for that one. Get Monster Slayer on him, I think. Yes, bonus for large weapon strength. Henry. The lovable rascal. With the Griffin.
Advance!
They split the EXP. I'm not sure, actually. That's a good question. Let's see that. A thing, though, with Bretona is that you guess... What is this? It's 10 chivalry per lord that is involved in the army. So that's why you can guess chivalry really, really fast as well by doing this. Especially for heroic or decisive defeats. What's that one? Curse of Fortune. Armor +3, weapon strength +5. Well, that's not exactly the best one, is it? But
Join us. Just so.
Potion Foolhardy. Savior. Nice. Yeah, because they reinforce there as well. That's really good. So you get chivalry really fast. The more lords you have. Especially if you're playing the normal Bretonnia campaign, where they have, you know, greenskin incursions, you can have like a lot of chivalry straight off the bat. Hero and Lord recruitment rank. That's probably really good. I'm gonna get down. Then we're gonna get. Well, we could also take diplomatic relations with the Bretonians. Get these areas.
Lady grants you safe passage in these lands. Done. Welcome to fair
Join my confederation.
Bretonnia. Now is the
Gonna war against them. Definitely 100% NOS. Jesus Christ. I can offer you 3,000 skadoodles for these 2 settlements and everything you own. It's fine then.
Yeah.
Now I can also trade with these guys, whom I didn't need to go to war with. Plus 190. Minus 4,000 though. Those good and virtuous brothers from Island Apples of Fierus, Knights of Rigor, are impressed with our actions on the battlefield and beyond, and would therefore like to join our cause, which they feel aligned closely with their own goals. Unite together. I got them as well now? Wait, what? I got them all straight away? That's the flame. And the other ones. Okay then. Also got this one. Missile assigned to Peasant Bowman for missile damage +25. That's really